Breaking news captured.
Justice will be delivered in this case.
A 26-year-old now behind bars.
Didn't even think twice about it. We knew that was our guy.
You know, I was roommates with him. Unfathomable, knowing the kind, person that I saw and knew.
Details coming in by the minute after a suspect is cuffed and charged in the deadly CEO shooting. And that suspect not hiding behind a mask anymore. This is the booking photo of 26-year-old Luigi Mangione, the man now charged in the shooting death of Brian Thompson. Luigi Mangione, an Ivy League graduate, is waking up in a state prison here in Pennsylvania this morning.
And that comes after he was spotted at a McDonald's east of Pittsburgh after a days-long nationwide manhunt. That McDonald's located in Altoona. That's about 2 hours from here, and also about 280 miles west of the murder scene, where UnitedHealth CEO Brian Thompson was gunned down. This happened during the morning rush last Wednesday in New York City. KDKA is bringing you live comprehensive team coverage on the deadly CEO shooting arrest.
And let's get started with Lauren Linder joining us live. Good morning to you, Lauren.
Good morning, David and Lindsay. We're learning that after escaping New York City, Luigi Mangione made multiple stops throughout Pennsylvania, including right here in Pittsburgh, before police captured him in Altoona. Now, Mangione is now charged with killing UnitedHealth CEO Brian Thompson in New York City last week. It was yesterday afternoon the NYPD and Mayor Eric Adams announced the 26-year-old was taken into custody on forgery and illegal gun charges in Pennsylvania. Police believe Mangione left New York City on an interstate bus and was traveling around Pennsylvania in the days after Thompson's murder. They say he traveled between Philly and Pittsburgh, making stops in between, including Altoona, where he was recognized at a McDonald's restaurant and captured. Police say at the time of his arrest, Mangione had multiple fake IDs, a fake U.S. passport, and a 3D printed gun with a silencer. He also had a handwritten note that contained the passages, quote, "These parasites had it coming, and I do apologize for any strife and trauma, but it had to be done."
We don't think that there's any specific threats to other people mentioned in that document, but it does seem that he has some ill will toward corporate America.
We would like to hear from any Pennsylvanian or any Pittsburgher who had any sightings or any dealings with the individual.
At his arraignment in Blair County, Mangione was not represented by an attorney. He declared that he had no drug or mental health history that the court should be aware of. At this time, police say Mangione has not been cooperating with police and so far has not made any statements. The extradition process to New York City could take days or even weeks. For now, reporting live from the North Shore, Lauren Linder, KDKA-TV News.
Erica Moke continues our live team coverage now with a deeper look into who Luigi Mangione really is. Erica.
All right, Lindsay and Lauren, thanks. Good morning to you guys. Several takeaways when we're first looking into this 26-year-old's past. And Lauren mentioned this briefly. First of all, he has no known criminal history, but he is part of a prominent Maryland family with ties to the healthcare system. And based on his resume, he is very intelligent. Mangione graduated from the University of Pennsylvania in 2020. There, he earned a degree in computer science and a master's in engineering. He also graduated at the top of his class in high school, which was an all-boys private school in Maryland. Now, several people who knew him say he often complained about back pain from a previous injury and recently had surgery. His last known address is Honolulu, Hawaii. We know he spent time there in 2022 and 2023. And at that time, he lived with R.J. Martin, who spoke with reporters via Zoom last night.
I know we talked about social issues and we talked about how to improve the world. And we talked about, issues that are, say with capitalism or with the healthcare system or with housing or the food systems. It wasn't, anything specific. It wasn't like he had an axe to grind or he was even upset or angry about a particular issue. Or they were just natural intellectual conversations that you have when you're inquisitive.
Now, I mentioned Mangione's family. Late last night, they released a statement through Mangione's cousin, a Maryland state delegate. Now, it doesn't say much other than, like his former roommate, they are shocked by this arrest. We have learned that the Mangione family owns country clubs, healthcare facilities, and real estate companies in Maryland, where Mangione is originally from. In 1977, his grandparents founded Lorien Health Systems, a skilled nursing and rehab facility. And according to his LinkedIn, Mangione volunteered there in high school. Guys?
All right, very interesting to learn so much more. Thank you, Erica. And our team coverage on this major breaking story does not stop here. We're going to have more live reports throughout the morning, and we will break back in once any new information comes in.